Hello and welcome to the English for Success live show. And today we are talking about the topic of small talk and some essential vocabulary that you need to understand and talk about small talk. So let's get straight into this here. This is English for Success in business and in life. And this is where we share with you some really powerful, useful English so you can be successful and reach your goals. So the topic is small talk, and this is one of the larger topics that we do inside the coaching program, English for Success. And this is how you can master the art of small talk, how to build rapport with anyone. Now, rapport is one of the words that we're going to see here in this video. Okay, so we're going to cover 10 essential words to talk about this topic. All right. So just to make sure before we continue, do you understand small talk? Do you know what small talk is? Small talk is when we engage with someone or when we start a conversation with someone before we move on to more serious topics or more serious objectives. So small talk is extremely important if you're at a networking event, a seminar, a meeting, or even if you just meet someone in the street. What are those first few things you talk about? How do you start that conversation? That's small talk. All right. So today we're just talking about 10 essential words, but these are really great vocabulary words that can help you to expand your vocabulary and talk about this topic. So first of all, we have pleasantries. Now, what does pleasantries mean? Maybe you know the word pleasant, and pleasant means something that's nice. Okay, so pleasantries are polite, nice or polite remarks, or maybe even friendly conversation. Okay, that's pleasantries. We often say to exchange pleasantries. Okay, to exchange nice words with each other. Polite conversation. The second word in our list of 10 essential vocabulary words for talking about small talk is icebreaker. Now, icebreaker, this is an interesting one. You know, before you chat with someone, before you speak with someone, and before a serious conversation or a meeting or a seminar, we say that it's like the atmosphere is cold. It's like ice. Okay, it's cold. So you haven't spoken to this person yet. You haven't warmed up yet. So you need to break that ice, and that means to warm things up, to get people ready to communicate. Icebreakers can be used in lots of situations, but basically it's to get over that awkward feeling, an icebreaker, okay, to warm up. Our third word in this list is banter. Now, banter could be described as conversation, okay, maybe even amusing as well. Friendly and amusing, friendly and funny conversation. We use this word a lot in Ireland, for example, the banter. All right, so have some banter, exchange some banter, some friendly, amusing conversation. Number 4 is chit chat. All right, maybe you've heard of chat before. Chit chat is like an informal conversation, and especially something that's not. It's about unimportant topics. Okay, chit chat. Remember, as you come across new vocabulary, your brain is not going to remember this list of 10 words just by hearing them once or just by writing them down once. How do you remember things? Well, the secret is, I'll give you 2 secrets. 1, recall. So the act of trying to remember strengthens your memory. So after this video, test yourself. How many of these words can you remember and what do they mean? The second extremely important way for you to remember new vocabulary is by processing. Okay, this is how we improve the memory, by thinking about things. Okay, so use these words in sentences related to your own personal experience and put them in the comments below. Okay, let's share, let's inspire each other here. So use these words in your own personal context. Use them. Okay, that's processing. That will help you to remember. Word number 5 on our list is rapport. We saw this at the beginning, right? Rapport. And the big thing you have to be careful about here is the pronunciation. Okay, this word, I think it may come from French, I'm not sure. So it's not pronounced like a traditional word in English. Okay, we don't hear that T, okay, at the end of the word. It's rapport. Rapport. The T is silent. And what does rapport mean? Well, rapport is a feeling, it's a positive relationship between people, and it's usually based on mutual understanding and trust, right? So you have to earn someone's trust to build rapport. Building rapport is very important in any communication activity. So you want to build a mutual understanding. So you understand each other, you trust each other, you have these good feelings together to build rapport. And this is one of the main reasons for small talk. Number 6 is mingling, to mingle, to mingle. I love this word because it creates an idea, an image in your head, right? To mingle. So we use this. Imagine you're at a party and you walk around and you speak with different people. Speak with this group, and then you move to this group, and then you move to this group. That is called mingling, okay? To mingle. All right. So at any social event or networking event, you should be mingling. So you should be speaking with different people. Okay. And it's usually in a social situation. Okay. Next is schmoozing. All right, schmoozing. I'd say a lot of you have never heard of this word before. And be a little bit careful with this word, because this word could have a little bit of a negative connotation or a negative meaning. And it means to speak with someone or converse in a smooth and flattering manner. And it's to get an advantage. Okay, so people who schmooze are normally people who have they have a motive, they have a reason to be saying nice things to you. They have a reason to be smooth. Maybe they want to take advantage. Maybe they want to make a sale. Maybe they want to achieve something. They want to get some benefit. So that's schmoozing, to speak in a smooth and flattering way. To flatter is another word, to compliment, to say something good about someone. Again, though, that it's when you want to get a benefit in return. Okay, schmoozing. Next one, number 8, is networking. Okay, probably self-explanatory. Okay, you think of a network, lots of connections. This is what happens in a lot of business contexts, or maybe even social contexts as well, is when you're making connections with lots of different people, okay, establishing relationships with people, and usually in a professional context. Number 9 is light-hearted. Light-hearted. Small talk should be light-hearted. And light-hearted means not too serious. Okay, you don't want to get too serious when engaging in small talk. So it's usually light-hearted, could be humorous. Remember, humorous means funny. It could be humorous or cheerful, okay, in tone. Light-hearted, not too serious, enjoyable. Finally, number 10 is wit. Wit. Now, this is a noun, and it could be used as an adjective to describe a person as well, as witty, W-I-T-T-Y. And witty or wit means someone who can, make a comment, again, in a humorous way, funny way, clever and funny remarks in conversation. So I'm sure you know someone like this. When you're having a conversation, they always say something that's very clever, very funny in the conversation, and maybe they can think of these ideas very fast. That is wit, or that is a witty person. So that is your 10 essential words, vocabulary words related to small talk. Remember, if you want to remember these words, what you have to do is 2 tips today, okay? First of all, levels. No, what was my first tip? Was to recall, right? To remember. So after you watch this video, try to remember as many of these words as you can. Try to remember their meanings. What does wit mean, for example? What does banter mean? What does rapport mean? Trying to remember strengthens your memory. Number 2, processing. You have to process this in your brain, okay? So use these words in personal situations. And leave a comment below, okay? Share some of your sentences using these words for your context. And also let us know which were your favorite words from this video. See you in the next video. Follow for more.